Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This one's often called the greatest anime of all time, and honestly, I get why. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has everything you'd want from a complete anime. Powerful storytelling, unforgettable characters, emotional highs and lows, epic world building, and jaw-dropping animation. But what really makes it special is how every piece fits together so perfectly. It's the kind of show that pulls you in from episode 1 and never lets go. Whether you're here for the action, the emotions, or the deep philosophical questions, it delivers on all fronts. It's not just a must-watch. It's the kind of anime that raises the bar for everything that comes after. And personally, it's one of the most satisfying stories I've ever experienced from start to finish. Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho 100 is a visually stunning and emotionally rich series that redefines what it means to be a supernatural anime. The story follows Shigeo Kageyama, better known as Mob, a quiet and awkward middle schooler with immense psychic powers. But unlike most powerful characters, Mob doesn't want fame or control. He just wants a normal life. He hopes to make friends, fit in, and maybe even impress his crush. But with great power comes constant attention. Mob finds himself caught in situations where others try to exploit or challenge his abilities. What unfolds is a journey filled with jaw-dropping battles, hilarious moments, and breathtaking animation. At its core, though, Mob Psycho 100 is a story of self-discovery. If you're looking for a completed anime that blends humor, action, and heart, Mob Psycho 100 delivers it all in a truly unforgettable way. Steins Gate. Steins Gate is the mind-bending masterpiece that plays with time in the most fascinating way possible. The story revolves around Rintaro Okabe, a self-proclaimed mad scientist who runs a small lab with his group of quirky friends. Their experiments are bizarre and borderline ridiculous, until one day they accidentally discover that their microwave can send text messages to the past. What starts as harmless fun quickly spirals into a complex web of time loops, consequences, and emotional chaos. Every decision they make shifts reality in unpredictable ways, and some outcomes are far darker than they could have imagined. With eccentric characters, smart humor, and a slow-burning plot that explodes in the second half, if you want a show that messes with your head and your heart, this one's a must-watch. Monster. Monster is a gripping psychological thriller that dives deep into the darkest corners of the human mind. The story follows Dr. Kenzo Tenma, a talented and kind-hearted brain surgeon whose life spirals out of control after he makes a difficult moral choice, saving the life of a young boy named Johann Liebert instead of a high-profile official. Years later, Tenma discovers that the boy he saved has grown up to become a cold, calculating serial killer. Haunted by guilt and driven by a sense of justice, Tenma embarks on a harrowing journey to stop Johann, uncovering disturbing truths and facing ethical challenges that blur the line between right and wrong. What makes Monster so captivating is its deep psychological tension, complex character development, and its ability to keep you hooked without relying on flashy action or supernatural elements. If you're looking for a completed anime that's intellectually stimulating, emotionally intense, and unforgettable, Monster is as good as it gets. Death Note. Now, if you love watching intellectual battles, mind games, and a story that constantly keeps you guessing, Death Note is a must-watch. The story follows Light Yagami, a brilliant high school student who discovers a mysterious notebook, the Death Note. It gives him the terrifying power to kill anyone whose name he writes in it, as long as he knows their face. With a twisted sense of justice, Light sets out to rid the world of criminals, determined to create a utopia. But of course, power corrupts. What starts as a noble idea quickly spirals into a dangerous game of control, manipulation, and obsession. What follows is one of the most gripping cat-and-mouse games in anime history. Death Note is sharp, suspenseful, and one of the smartest anime ever made. Naruto. Let's be honest. If you grew up watching anime in the 2000s, Naruto was probably your entry point, and for good reason. Born with a powerful beast sealed inside him, Naruto's journey from a lonely outcast to a symbol of hope is one of the most iconic and emotionally resonant stories in anime. It's packed with heart-pounding fights, deep character arcs, and some genuinely powerful life lessons. Whether it's perseverance, friendship, or forgiveness, Naruto tackles it all without losing its lighthearted charm. And yes, we're talking about Naruto as a complete anime, so let's all agree to pretend Boruto never happened, alright? Attack on Titan. Honestly, I don't care what anyone says. For me, this is the greatest piece of media I've ever watched. Attack on Titan isn't just about humans versus titans. It's about survival, mystery, freedom, and the cost of war. It all begins in a world where humanity has been pushed to the brink of extinction by terrifying, flesh-eating giants known as titans. For 100 years, what's left of mankind hides behind massive walls, believing they're safe. Until one day, a colossal titan breaks through, reigniting the nightmare. What makes Attack on Titan truly special is how it constantly evolves. Each season peels back new layers, deeper truths, moral questions, and massive twists that turn everything you thought you knew upside down. The foreshadowing? It's easily the best I've ever seen in anime. Code Geass. A series that perfectly blends political intrigue, supernatural powers, and high-stakes strategy into one unforgettable experience. Set in a world where the Holy Empire of Britannia has taken over Japan, this anime follows Lelouch, a fallen prince living in exile. Brilliant but powerless, Lelouch dreams of overthrowing the empire and creating a better world, not just for Japan, but for his sister and those he cares about. And then, fate intervenes. A mysterious girl grants him a supernatural ability that changes everything. With a single look, he gains the power to command anyone to do whatever he says. But Code Geass isn't just about powers or rebellion. It's about sacrifices, consequences, and what happens when idealism meets harsh reality.